Welcome back to another reaction for Ascendance of a Bookworm Season 4, Episode 14.
冬の主を倒し、ようやく一つ目の素材を手に入れたローゼマイン。一方、ハッセの町では。ハッセが潰されたらお前のせいだ!
Okay, so the rumors did finally get here. Also, it seems like he still has people on his side.
そうだただの噂だですが、商人たちの噂では小神殿への攻撃は領主様への反逆になるから町を丸ごと潰されても
No one that we know, okay.
丸ごと潰されてもおかしくないと。反逆罪だって？そんな話は聞いてないぞ。俺たちは命令されただけだ。
商人の噂など真に受けるな。大丈夫だ。きっと全神殿長が何とかしてくれる。
Even if the former High Bishop was still there, it would be really hard to be able to defend against this. Again, you did attack essentially the Orb family. There's not much you can do.
全神殿長はもう亡くなっています。
嘘を言うな。
嘘ではありません。商人たちの噂では新しい神殿長は領主様の娘です。襲撃に加わっていない町民まで巻き添えになるかもしれないと慈悲深い神殿長が憂えているそうです。新しい神殿長は聖女と言われるほど慈悲深いお方だそうです。神殿長から領主様への取り出しを頼むべきです。
リヒトの言うことなんかに騙されるな。
Oh. I mean, clearly we have this guy who is trying to keep his position. I mean, he's scared, sure. And then we have Rish, who is more concerned about the village itself and the villagers. I mean, granted, if the village is going to get destroyed, the big guy also doesn't have anything to really control because no one is there anymore. I do wonder. At the beginning, he did say that the children he wanted to sell to someone. I do wonder if that someone is going to have an impact here, or if that relationship is just purely transactional.
水の女神フリュートレーネの清らかなる流れに命の神エビリーベは押し流され土の女神ゲドゥルリーヒは救い出された。
Are we in the temple? In the no. 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 This isn't the palace, right? Where the statues
エビ
are?
リーベは押し流され土の女神ゲドゥルリーヒは救い出された。雪解けに祝福を。
Definitely not the monastery temple, not the temple. It's all the... Oh, So it's spring, I guess, because everyone is wearing green. I do like these little bits and pieces, because in winter we were wearing red, because red is the color of winter. Don't question it. Because red is the color of the fireplace or whatever. But green is the color of spring, so that is why everyone is wearing green to this occasion.
雪解けに祝福を。
Which means as a noble you have to have at least 4 different color dresses for every season.
春をことほぐ宴が始まった。
まず今年の貴族院の優秀者の発表を行う。
Which also means that if you do anything regarding dresses, like your new dress styles or whatever, you need 4 different ones, again, for every season. I'm not sure. Yeah, I believe you have to wear the dress of the season. We had a different, I do not remember what. They did say for one of the other events you were able to either wear the color of the season or the color of your birth season. I believe that was for your inauguration, for your whenever you become accepted as a child, I believe. But everyone else has to wear seasonal colors.
その後
Sounds expensive.
優秀者への記念品の授与、成績発表、そして
この冬は子供たちの学力が大幅に上がったビル・フリートとローゼ
Whoa, 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 whoa. Top student of the Royal Academy. Can we see who that is?
そして
この冬は子供たちの学力が大幅に上がったビル・フリートとローゼマインが子供部屋に加わったことによる影響はもちろんのことローゼマインが考案した教材の成果だと考えているこれを機にエーレンフェストの影響力を強めていくつもりだ
きっかけはブリギッテの一言だった。
私が
Really? Angelica? Huh. I guess she's able to learn well now, or she just has the motivation. Surprising. I mean, sure, it's a character card game, but still better than the other two. I mean, better than Darmweir. Surprising.
ローゼマイン様が貴族院に行く頃にはおそらくカルタと絵本が大流行するのではないですかこれだけの効果があるのです他領にはもっと高く売りつけて良いと思いますよ新しい流行を発信することでエーレンフェストの立場を強めることができます
立場ですか。
はい現在ユルゲンシュミットの中でエーレンフェストの順位は真ん中あたりですが政変に負けて失脚した領地が順位を落として影響力が下がっただけでエーレンフェスト自体が影響力を持っているわけではない
Okay, they did not bother doing any silhouettes.
が影響力を持っているわけではないのです
まずは順位を上げなければならないそれには学力を上げる必要があるそこで当面の間教材は他領に伏せておくこととなった、貴族院においても他領への持ち出しは厳禁だエーレンフェストが影響力を持つために皆の協力を求む
春をことほぐ宴が終わるとギーベたちはそれぞれが管理する土地へ戻り冬の社交が幕を閉じた
Okay, so the idea is we use all the learning material, boost our academic level of all our students. Therefore, other duchies are going to question how Ehrenfest is improving that quick. And then we can sell all the items, maybe? We may also be using them as a bargaining chip. Because one of the big things you have to remember, let's say there's a different duchy, we are working close with them, they're like, hey, you are doing good in the rankings of the academy. What is your secret? And you tell them about the teaching materials and they would like some. And because they're good friends, you give them a copy. They can't replicate that as quickly as Ehrenfest can. Because either you do it by hand or you give the copy around, maybe. And by doing by hand takes a long time. So maybe they are using it as political bargaining chip in the future. What is that? Oh.
最後がドール番。以上が記念式で回る順番だ。
わかりました。
それで8世の罰だが。
そのことについては少し前に父様も交えて話し合いが行われた。
記念式の取りやめか？
はい。記念式は土地に魔力を満たす豊作を願う。
Ooh. Isn't that essentially death sentence then? Because you can't really grow much without the mana.
儀式。記念式を行わないと収穫量が落ちる。農民にとっては死活問題ですから。
一度だけならば大した苦労でもない。
Doing it just once wouldn't be much hardship. I'm sorry, Sylvester, you have no clue. You're the orb. You don't know what it means to not be able to farm as much as before. Because not only do you need to feed yourself through the spring, summer, and autumn, you also need to feed yourself through the winter. And how are you supposed to do that without crops?
はい。町を取りまとめる者が失敗すれば、それは共同体の責任になる。
To be honest, this is fucked. It's like, yeah, okay, so because the mayor is an idiot, everyone has to suffer. Sure, he's like, hey, they need to get rid of the mayor themselves, then we can help them. But also that would mean, should something bad happen to Ironfest under your leadership, that people should be able to dispose of you as well?
小神殿への襲撃は重罪だ。たった一回記念式に神官を派遣しない程度の罰では軽すぎる。
罪に見合う罰か。
I mean, under that idea,
あの
sure.
後追加で出した罰で父様の許可はいただけましたよね。
ああ、なるべく多くの民を助けたいという君にとっての最適解は理解したが、あれでは他に示しがつかない。町長は反逆者として処分する。
はい。
I
先日
mean,
ハッセの様子を見てまいりました。
it is. Oh, is this the wife of Benno? Yeah, right? But yeah, it's weird because on one side, sure, they need to be punished and you can't be too lenient. On the other hand, it's like you are wasting human resources by starving a village or even killing a whole village that is going to take generations to replace. So it's not really good idea to do that. You need a different way to punish them.
どうでしたか？
冬の間に話し合いが行われたようで、町長派は完全に孤立していました。責任を取る者が必要であることを噂で流しておいたので、今頃町長は小さくなって生きていることでしょう。
なんだ、嬉しくないのか？これでお前に傾く流れができたんだぞ。
町長の処分が決まったんです。
当然のことです。
Also, if you destroy the village, the monastery we built can't really function that well.
みん
Can
な
it?
こういう反応なんだな。
それだけか？
いえ、もう一つあります。
ハッセにはそなたが赴き、罰を公表してくるがよい。聖女の慈悲により罰が軽減されたと宣伝してこい。
自分で自分を慈悲深い聖女だなんて。
これはぜひ見ないとな、マルク。
ええ、旦那様。
ああ、気が重い。採寸が終わったようですね。
Hmm? I feel like we are just glossing over this, right? Oh, you need to touch the thingy. Okay, never mind then. I was just wondering why is she being carried for like a couple meter?
これで注文することに決まりました。
Oh. Oh, for her. Okay, I see. I see.
気に入ってもらえてよかったわ。
私の星結びの儀式の衣装まで気にかけてくださって。
ブリギッテにはブリギッテが一番美しく見える衣装を着て素敵な殿方と縁づいてほしいと思ったのです。
本当に嬉しいです。
ではコリンナ、珍しい衣装ですから大変でしょうけれど、あなたの腕に期待しています。
I totally forgot that they were, or she was contemplating giving her a different kind of dress that is probably accentuating her body better.
お願いしますね。
ご期待に添えるよう頑張ります。
ローゼマイン様、春の髪飾りは必要ございませんか？
Always.
記念式へ向かうローゼマイン様のために作ったのですけれど。もちろん。いただきます。
Is the door closed? Also, it would have probably been good to see it first before you put it in.
よくお似合いです。ありがとう、トゥーリー。
そろそろ面会時間が終わります。
ローゼマイン様、8世の護衛はどうされますか？
今回はノーラたちもハッセに戻るために同行します。危険を避けるためにもまたお願いしたいと考えています。ルッツ、これを東門の市長に渡してください。
確かに承りました。
そしてハッセに向かう日が来た。
I guess he's looking at the high beast, how useful it is, because their high beast is just for riding. Meanwhile, mine's high beast can do whatever.
そろそろ出発するぞ。君の策がどれほどの人間を動く。
Did he react to the hairpin? Why? Or is it just he acknowledges that there was a meeting with Tuli?
がどれほどの人間を動かしたのか見せてもらおう。
はい。
来たぞ。
They look angry, or he looks angry.
来たぞ。新殿長、新艦長、ようこそ八世へお越しくださいました。水の女神フリュートレーネの巡り合わせに心からの感謝を捧げます。
I guess the bishop is
今
gone.
から私
The bishop, the mayor.
は聖女。ハッセの皆様、ローゼマインです。私は父様にお願いしました。どうかハッセを潰さないでほしいと。ですが、小神殿への攻撃は領主一族への反逆罪です。いくら私が頼んでもそれは変わりません。けれど町長に脅されたり騙されたりした方もいるでしょう。そこで私は父様に処罰の内容を考え直していただきました。八世への罰は今年の記念式の取りやめと10年間の増税です。決して軽い罰ではありません。
I mean, sure, it's better than being executed. To be honest, we don't really know how effective the ring prayer is. I also assume that no one of the villagers know how impactful the mana is that you get normally, because this is probably just normal. You got your mana every year, you used it, everything was fine. Now you have a year without the mana. Does it even have an effect? And if so, how much is it going to change? Because I could see people starving because they don't have enough food.
力の及ばなかった私を許してください。
They're better than everyone
消
died.
されなかっただけで十分です。ありがとうございます、神殿長。
反逆者を出せ。処分する。
I mean, it makes sense to do it publicly. This way, you have a good deterrent for future generations. And also, this is going to hopefully spread around to other villages that maybe you shouldn't go against the Orb family.
私は知らなかったのです。ハッセを窮地から救ってくださったお優しい神殿長。すべてはただただ町を守るためであったのです。そのような罪に問われるなど、どうか無知な私にお慈悲を。
町長、神殿長、できればお慈悲を。
これじゃ処分しづらくなる。
But you have Ferdinand. I mean, you as a saint, you as you're a good cop, he's bad cop. He doesn't care. It's the opinion of commoners, of peasants. That is of no importance to him.
町長という貴族と接する立場にいて知らぬはずがない。そなたが知らなかったのは自分たちの罪を隠し取り繕ってくれるはずの前神殿長が亡くなってしまったということだけだ。そなたは知っていて町の者に小神殿を襲わせた。この際町長だけでなく反逆の目は徹底的に潰す。
そんな話聞いてない。
ゲッティルト。これは選別の扉だ。そなたたちにはこれをくぐり抜けてもらう。
なんだ。
どういうこと？
待ってください。選別など必要ありません。罪をかぶるのは町長一人で。
いいえ、選別してください。危険な人物は排除しなければハッセはまた窮地に陥ります。我々はこれ以上領主様から疑いの目を向けられるわけにはいかないのです。
I mean, we don't know how this thing works. This is, I believe, the first time we saw this. It's probably the same as Mine's shield in like end of season 1 or so, end of season 2, right? Where she had this big shield, and if you had no ill will towards Mine, you were able to just go inside. But if you did, it was a wall. So I guess it's the same idea. It is yellow. Colors do have a meaning. I don't... Yellow Shitsaria, right? So yeah, it is more or less a shield. And if you have ill will towards the Orb family, you can't go through it, I guess. It does make sense to get rid of them. Also, it's like offering of Richt and the village to be like, hey, everyone that is left doesn't have ill will towards the Orb. I hope that, you know, they can be more lenient in the future.
また窮地に陥ります。我々はこれ以上領主様から疑いの目を向けられるわけにはいかないのです。
It's essentially good for the
では
village.
リヒト、早速証明してもらおう。次は町長だ。
話せお前たち。
Just go through.
くぐり抜けよ。
Shouldn't be a problem, right?
今見たように害や悪意がある者は弾かれる。
エーレンフェストの聖女の慈悲を受けられる者の選別だ。反逆者として処分されたくなければこれをくぐり抜けよう。
Again, still better than the whole village being destroyed. I do really like that we stick with the color. Again, yellow shoots Aria, the same as Mind Shield, if I remember correctly. I feel like stuff like this is very important for stories that deal with color in such a way. Color is very important in Ascendance. So I do like that we pay attention to that. This way you always know what kind of god is involved in a spell.
扉に弾かれたのは町長と昇進連襲撃に参加した町民、そして町長の奥さんだった。
門に弾かれた者は我らに害意を抱く者だ。この場で処分する。
構いません。選別の扉により我々の潔白を証明してくださった新官長に感謝しております。
処分。
ローゼマイン、きちんと見ておけ。
How about I don't?
ユストクス。
かしこまりました、フェルディナンド様。
What is that? Are we trapping them in the chest? Is that like a free rent trap or?
新官長、あの箱は何ですか？
ハッセの登録証が入っている。
登録証とは平民が洗礼式の時に領民登録するメダルのことらしい。
We are getting to this part. Nice.
どれだけの処分が行われるかわからなかったので、
So
ハ
we
ッセに
brought all
箱
of
ごと
them.
持ち込んだが、本来は城から出すものではない。
エッグハルト、誰も近づけぬようにしっかりと見張っていてくれ。
始めろ。
かしこまりました。メッサ。
助けてくれ。
欠板を押させてもらう。
やべ。
よし。
新官長、ユストクスは一体何をしている
He's doing a show, I assume.
のですか？
登録証の選別だ。見ていればじきにわかる。
お前のせいだ。お前のせいだ。
She didn't force you to attack the monastery. And the only reason you did that because you had some trade with the children. Now, was it really necessary for the good of the village? We don't know. We are saying it was, but you could also have used it to enrich yourself and not really for the village.
きちんと見ておけ。
私は領主一族としてこの処分を見届けなければならないんだ。
I mean, it's better than beheading everyone.
アオスバール。
I feel like this is the first time anyone of the commoners has seen this. I mean, it's the first time for us as well. Which also means I assume most people had the assumption, me as well, even though I know this is not how it normally would go, had the assumption that they were like, okay, we need to get rid of the whole village. So they come in with like their knights and they just raise the village, kill everyone in a bloody massacre. And that was the picture, essentially.
フェルディナンド様、こちらになります。
ご苦労。ローゼマイン、ユストクスのところまで下がりなさい。
はい。
帝々たる大空を司る最高神たる闇の神よ、世界を作りし万物の父よ、我が闇の神。
おお、これが
Stop getting a boner. Come on. Also, I'm assuming other people can't hear him.
一体何が起こるのですか？
領主に反逆した者に対する処刑ですよ、姫様。処
Yeah, people can't hear him. Okay.
刑の魔術があることは知っていましたが、今まで見たことがありませんでした。これが見たかったのだ。
Because, yeah, you probably should not be able to know the spell. Now, I don't know if you can use it, if you know the spell. But, yeah, it looks like that is why he sent her away, so no one can hear what he's saying.
処刑の魔術。
領主候補生のみが教えられるものです。姫様もいずれ覚えることになるでしょう。
Yay.
あの時と似てる。確か魔力を吸い取る闇の神の結界。これも闇の神に関する魔術なのかも。
ふさわしき罰を恩義が負わす遥か高みへ続く階段を。
Seal off the stairway to the distant skies in which you reside. What? Normally you say that they climb the stairway to the distant skies, right? Is this essentially them being killed without being able to go to the afterlife?
閉ざしたまえ。エッグハルト、戒めを解け。はっ。消えた。逃げよ。
お前のせいだ。
案ずるな、問題ない。
体が一死に。やだ、死にたくない。助けてくれ、私が悪かった。
I was wondering if they stay as a statue. Because to be honest, I feel like that would be a pretty good deterrent. Put them up as statues. Also, my assumption would have been that maybe they are not dead, but eternally trapped inside the stone. Okay, I assume they would break apart, but no, they just disintegrate. You stack here. Come on, don't stop getting a boner. People died. Do you not agree? This was good. People died. Yay.
思われませんか、姫様。
ローゼマイン、これを。
聖書の。
I mean, the punishment is dealt out. We still have the punishment of less mana and more taxes. But apart from that, they don't have to fear any more punishment in the future for this transgression.
ハッセの民よ、1年耐えてください。来年の記念式が行われるか否か、重要なのはハッセの行いです。
1年ならば何とかしよう。
償いの心があることを皆の行いで示してください。
I mean, not as bloody as I assumed it would be. And again, this shows you that should they have decided to destroy Hase or kill all the people, they just could have destroyed all the little medals. Those are stored in Ehrenfest. They are stored in, I assume, in the palace, but somewhere close to that. So they do have access to that. They could just destroy them all if they needed. And Hase would be gone in like a night. No knights would need to be dispatched. No one could defend. Nothing. They would just be gone.
気持ち悪い。
ローゼマインは顔色が悪い。そなたら休めるように整えてきなさい。
はい。
父さん。
ローゼマイン。
よろしければこちらをどうぞ。随分と寒そうに見えます。
寒いのか。
はい、とても。ギュンタ、ありがとう存じます。
It felt like Ferdinand was close to reprimanding him, pushing back. But Günther was not willing to back down. Because again, he's a commoner, she's a noble, she's also the Orb's daughter. There's a pretty big rift. This is mostly just allowed because Ferdinand allows it to happen.
その日、私は父さんのマントに頭からすっぽりくるまって眠った。嫌な夢は見なかった。
Okay. A new ending? No. Does it have new visuals? Maybe I didn't pay attention last time. Night of Fruit Trainer. Yay.
貸しなさい。洗浄するだけだ。
洗浄？
バッシェン。
おお、すごいです。綺麗になってます。私も洗ってください。
バッシェン。
This is high beats. Okay. Why is she crying here? The illustrations are really nice. I do wonder if these illustrations are done specifically for the anime or these are done for the novel at the time. But yes, very interesting episode. Very interesting. We started spring, we got to spring prayer, and we saw how people are dealt with. We saw the, I don't know what he was calling it, but a screen to see who has ill will towards the Orb family. And everyone who was essentially a member of rebellion, they got disposed of by getting rid of their medallions. Very nice little showcase of how this works. We did see the medallion earlier on in the season already. Whenever Mind was introduced as a noble, she also had to have one of those medallions again. So, which is interesting. Because in this world, you are not seen as an official citizen until like age 6 or 8. One of the two, I believe. Then we have the ceremony, which we got to see in earlier seasons, where everyone goes to the church and pray and yada yada yada. And that is where you then go and register, right? Was it there? I believe so. And then you are officially a citizen. And you have the medal, medallion, stuff like that. Now, I do wonder, because the nobles do the same, if you were a normal peasant citizen, like, I forgot her name, the pink-haired merchant girl, because she is a normal peasant, rich peasant, but a normal commoner, and she probably gets registered as a commoner. However, she does have a contract to become a noble, or the concubine of a noble, but essentially she's then a noble, right? Does she need to re-register, or are we just changing where the medallion is being held? Do we need to upgrade the medallion? I do wonder about that. If Rosemine would have been registered as a commoner, could she have been registered as a noble as well? Would she have 2 medallions? Or would the old one have been gone? Or do you need to get rid of the old one? Can you get rid of the old one? Apart from, killing her. Because that would be counterproductive. I do wonder. But we got to at least see how this would have gone over. How the execution of all of Hase would have happened. I assume a lot of people would have seen this as killing everyone with a sword or whatever, burning maybe down the village. But this is essentially what would happen. You just get rid of all the medals and they all just disappear. And no one knows why.